he's in a different league altogether. I mean, such a brilliant actor. He speaks so much with his eyes. No, I do get self-critical most of the times. Because when I see myself, I'm like, hey, I wish I could have acted this scene a little better. I could have done this a little better. I think Amit Sharma as a director is so perfect that first he lets you, you know, how you would envision Sarah to be. All the tears that you see from me are all actual ones. I'm not put
No
any glycerin. There are it has changed a lot. I mean, there are a lot of cinemas being written for women, stories written for women, that you know they can carry the story on their shoulders as well. Earlier it was not like that. Rajeshwari is nothing like Sarah. Both of them are poles apart. Though both of them have a responsibility, one is towards the nation, one is towards the family. When you are portraying somebody who has lived through this, who's gone through all of this, there is a responsibility that, you know, at least you should make it look as convincing as possible. The script and the story is more important, which I've always maintained right from the start. Box office numbers will follow automatically. Sometimes they say, oh, because it's a South Indian character, we want to cast you. And that's, you know, it's, I hope that changes soon.
Hi, this is Sheetal. You are watching Pink Villa. Joining me in a conversation today, we have the one and only Priya Mani, who is getting up for the release of her next movie, Maidan, while soaking in the success of Article 370. Let's welcome her. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Pink Villa.
Thank you.
You know, I just want to start off by saying that you were amazing in Article 370. I watched it twice only for you.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you.
You know, when I saw the trailer of Maidan, firstly, what a phenomenal trailer, you know. I know for the fact that it's a sports movie, but that emotional connect that is needed with that movie is, I felt that connect when I saw you in that, right? So I want to start off by asking you, what is the primary element you look for in a script, whether it's in Article 370 or whether it's Maidan?
It's a script itself. It's a story. How good the story is, and if I'm convinced enough that I can play the character what they've envisioned for me, if I'm convinced that I'll be able to play it, I'll do it.
And what is the prep that went behind playing the character of Saira?
Oh, I mean the, how should I put it, the prep was not too much, but I think Amit Sharma as a director is so perfect that first he lets you, you know, how you would envision Sarah to be. So once the scene was done, he would, or the rehearsal was done, obviously without Ajay sir. I would do it by myself or a stand-in for Ajay sir. And so he used to say, "Nahi, I feel, you know, Sarah could do this." And he corrected a lot about, he kept saying, you know, you have some minute expressions of doing this. Agar wo nahi karti, to it would look nicer. Because this is not a, the time frame for such a thing to happen, because it's very clean, it's very neat, it's very, you know, we set this in the 50s and the 60s, keeping mind that, you know, the body language is supposed to be slightly that, towards that side. And so he said, since you also have the dupatta, the shawl, I mean not the shawl, the sari ka pallu, on your head, don't keep doing, so you know, you tend to do that. So he said, no, I don't want Saira to do too much of that, but yet whenever she is with Rahim Saab, there is this slight cheerful chirpiness, slight naughtiness when it's just the two of them. But when she is with the family, and by family means her mother-in-law, her son, her daughter, and everybody, that thing of being the daughter of the house, you know, the daughter-in-law of the house, she's running the house, that body language, I want that to be carried and all that. So all that had to be kept in mind while doing it.
You know, while you say all of this, one thing that comes to my mind is that a director, when he's shooting, right, he knows that this is the character, this is the scene, he has a vision in his head that he wants to shoot it in this certain way, right? But for you also as an actor, I'm sure you also vision that, okay, this is my character and I would want to do it in this way, right? So has there been any time where there's a conflict between what the director is thinking and what is your vision?
No, more than a conflict, I think it was more than a give and take.
Okay.
You know, right, like I said, when it came to Maidan, I thought Saira would probably react in a certain way, but then he said, Amit Sharma came to me and he said, no, you know, Saira is so calm and composed when the family is around, but when she is with Rahim Saab, she's a completely different person. that time you can probably say what you want to say, but keeping in mind that you're at a home, you're at your house where you don't want the family to also find out what is happening
yeah.
with the husband and wife, but yet, you have to make your point across, you have to put it across. And then there are a lot of, there are a couple of solo portions of Sarah where she's contemplating, she's thinking what is happening, what the hell just happened to all of us. It was going smoothly, but ye kya ho gaya? Suddenly one jhatka came to all of us, and what happened, So that portion, you can go all out, don't worry, you can think. So, and one thing also what I want to say is, all the, whenever you guys see Maidan, all the tears that you see from me are all actual ones. I'm not putting
No
glycerine.
Oh wow.
Nothing. So it was all real, it was all thing, and how many ever times we did it. It was not, no glycerine whatsoever. I just wanted to put it across. But yeah, so in that way, Amit Sharma was very clear. He said, look, there's a very fine line between, how we wanted to be portrayed. It can go a little overboard, it can go a little under the thing also. But he wanted the balance to be maintained when it came to Rahim Saab, when it came to Sarah, when it came, no going over the top, no, shouting unnecessarily, no this one.
Very calm.
Very calm, composed, when need be. And then there are a lot of cute moments also. So even in that cute moments also, he didn't want it to go overboard. Be in the thing of Sarah, like how, they would react.
Respond,
Yeah, so it'd be like that. And then when it came to Article 370 also, if you see, Rajeshwari is very calm and composed. She's very dignified. She's not somebody who would beg and, tell people that, please, mere liye ye karo.
She knew what she wanted.
Exactly. So she's very strong. She's very strongly opinionated in that way. She knows how to handle a situation. She knows how to take the nicer way out by being very dignified and solving a situation. So that also, it was more than a give and take. And then how Rajeshwari would probably how she would handle a political situation, how she would handle the thing of finding out the necessary documents for the to abrogate the Article 370, what is needed, what is not needed, how many people are under her. And it's not that she's just given a job to somebody and said, you do it. She's also gets into it, and she also is with her team finding out the solution, how best, because more hands the better, more heads more better, more eyes, it's faster to find out the solution. So she also takes it in her that, I've given a job to somebody, let them take care of it. No.
She also takes ownership.
She also takes a thing in her that I also want this to be, because this is a part of history. We need to, see to it that this thing is abrogated. So so more than a give and take thing from the both.
Just out of curiosity, I wanted to know, did you shoot Article 370 and Maidan simultaneously, or which one was first?
Maidan.
Oh, okay.
Maidan was shot long back.
Okay.
Let's not go to that first, but we shot that first, and then Article 370 was just
very recent, right? When you talk about this, I want to ask you, what has been the biggest challenge of being part of both Article 370 and Maidan as an actor for you?
I think getting to play very different roles, Rajeshwari is nothing like Sarah. Both of them are poles apart. Though both of them have a responsibility, one is towards the nation, one is towards the family. That also is equally responsible. I mean, it is a responsibility at the end of the day. But how the balance is created is, I think that was more challenging.
And I'm not going to call this a biopic, but it is a sports film, right? And even Article 370, it's inspired by true events. So my question to you is, when you play a fictional character, it always has a backstory, and you know that, okay, this is the character, and it's done in a way in your head, right? But when you're representing someone else based on true events or whatever the real stories are, you need to be, I think, a little more accurate with maybe the facts and the way you the way you act, right? So is your approach different for both of these films, like the way you do a fiction film and the way you do a true inspired movie?
No, my approach is pretty much the same.
Okay.
But yes, there is, rightly as you said, when you are portraying somebody who has lived through this, who's gone through all of this, there is a responsibility that, at least you should make it look as convincing as possible. If not accurate, at least try to be as accurate as possible. So that is the only added responsibility that you have, because one is you're representing a, okay, when it comes to Article 370, you're representing an office.
Office, yeah.
It need not be that, okay, Rajeshwari Swaminathan may have been one person, may have been 10 people, may have been 15 people, may have been 100 people, we don't know.
Yeah.
And let's not get into that factor of how many people became Rajeshwari.
Correct.
But Rajeshwari representing the office was a
It's like a voice.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it is a big thing. It is an added responsibility because you are representing an office of power, which is still there even now.
Yeah.
And so that thing was there in me that, okay, you know what, I am playing a bureaucrat, I am playing somebody powerful in the office. May not be as powerful as the Honorable HM and the PM, but even then she is in a position of power, she is playing somebody powerful. And the way she has to execute the orders, she has to see to it that the orders are carried out very smoothly, very sharply. She is handling the matters
Yeah.
with
In
her power,
yeah.
how much ever she could. So I tried my level best, and I'm glad that it has worked out.
And people have loved it.
Thank you.
How's it working with Ajay sir?
Oh, phenomenal! That man is, he's in a different league altogether. I mean, such a brilliant actor. He speaks so much with his eyes.
Yeah.
And I still remember the scenes, the times when we shot. I mean, all he did not. I mean, the lighter scenes that we had, yes, it was. We shot that simultaneously, as in we shot this today, we shot an emotional scene next day, we shot another thing next day, then this. So whenever we shot a lot of emotional scenes, I remember he did not have much of dialogues in that. But yet, you know, he doesn't have to speak. His eyes, his body language and his expressions, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And I think what he's brought to, how he's brought Rahim Saab to life, I think is brilliant.
True. I think you work with two actors who express to their eyes and like emote everything. One is Shah Rukh, obviously, and one is Ajay.
But they're different, they express it in a very different way.
Of course, yeah. You know, it's amazing that you've got this national award for Paruthi Veeran, right? But after that, has things changed for you in terms of the pressure that you have? Do you have a sense of pressure that you take saying that, okay, I need to perform extensively well, or do you get self-critical sometimes?
No, I do get self-critical most of the times. Because when I see myself, I'm like, hey, I wish I could have acted this scene a little better. I could have done this a little better. Because I don't think nobody is satisfied with the performance. You know, you are always hungry to do more,
to do better. Yeah.
But there was a responsibility that once the national award thing was announced and I got the national award and all that, I was very clear in the choices of films that I was doing. It could be a modern film, it could be a song and dance number where I had to fly to Switzerland and shoot and whatever. I'm saying that's not wrong. But as long as, you know, the character had something to, you know, to add to the movie, I was quite okay with it, which I am doing right now, which I'm quite okay.
Amazing.
No problem.
Yeah. Talk to me about what you think about commercial success, right? Because for an actor, how important is the box office numbers, and does it really impact your selection of the script and the way you do it?
Honestly, for me, box office collections doesn't have anything to do with the script.
Okay.
If the script is good, the story is good, it attracts the audience, that itself automatically, it's more than enough. I mean, the audience will automatically come, they will start talking about it, word of mouth will happen. So the script and the story is more important, which I've always maintained right from the start. Box office numbers will follow automatically.
You know, I just want to ask you, being a fan, because I'm from the south, I come from Karnataka, and people love you there. So people are genuinely asking, are you going to do a Kannada movie?
Film?
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. I did listen to one very recently, but I'm waiting for them to get back.
Okay, and what's next in store for Priyaman?
Maidan is coming out during Eid, then Family Man 3 is going to start really soon. Then I've been hearing a lot of projects which I can talk about closer to.
Right, yeah. You know, you've played such strong characters on screen, right? But I want to know from you, from your first movie till now, Maidan, how do you think has women's portrayal in cinema changed over the years?
It has changed a lot. I mean, there are a lot of cinemas being written for women, stories written for women, that, you know, they can carry the story on their shoulders as well. Earlier it was not like that. It would have been like that. See, you had a Sita or Geeta, you had all of that, but that was just a one-off. But nowadays you have series, you have movies coming up.
Variety,
where you know, stories are being written for women. They are carrying the stories and the series on their shoulder. So it's great that times have changed, and it should be. I mean, I hope it continues.
Right. And is there any emotion that is difficult to portray for you as an actor?
The emotion of feeling shy.
Shy, okay.
It's very difficult for me. I mean, I don't know, maybe I've always been very boisterous. I've been very
outspoken. Yeah.
outspoken right from the start. So, you know, doing a bold character who's not afraid to put down her foot and make her point, that is very easy for me.
Right.
Emotion, I love doing emotional scenes where you have to cry. I think
you just said
that's the part where you can show your best.
Right.
You know, you can show what you're actually you know, made of.
Yeah.
If that point has come across right. But you know, this thing of falling in love and feeling shy. No, right from my first film, I remember my director Bharati Raja sir. He's my guru, my first guru.
Yeah.
So he kept saying, walk like a woman. I said, I'm trying my best. This is how I walk. He said, no, you're supposed to walk like a woman. I said, how do I do that?
Yeah.
Then he was teaching me, you know, all that grace and, you know, how to feel shy. I said, sir, I can't do this. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. It's very difficult. Even till date, you ask me to feel shy. If somebody comes and says, there's a proposal scene or something, or the boy comes to you and he says, I love you, and you're supposed to feel shy. No.
But what's your first reaction like? Laugh?
I'll be like, okay, yeah, right, thanks man, I love you too. You see, automatic, but for me, you know, it's very hard I don't know.
Were you a tomboy?
Very. I played with boys, I've played cricket, I've played hide and seek, I've literally chased boys who've, you know, tried to hurt my brother and all that. I've literally done all of that. So for somebody to, and it's very difficult to make me blush. You can make me blush, I'm not saying no, but I think for me personally, it would take me an extra step to, you know, put my eyes down and, you know, blush.
In the typical romantic style,
Not my cup of tea. I mean, that would take me an extra thing. So I would always tell the director, I'm like, okay, you know what, just let me take my time and get into it. If it works out well and good. But that for me, when I see myself on screen doing that, I'll be like, no, you know, oh my God, that's so not me. And even my family, everybody is like, how did you even do this? I could see
that your husband's reaction as well?
Yeah, he laughs all the time. He's like, kya hai, kya kar rahi hai? And you know, the first thing he said was when he saw Family Man, first one.
First season.
There were a lot of the tiff between Manoj sir, Shrikant and Suchi. I think with regards to when, you know, I think he has a drink and he comes, he's drunk. And she says, what are you doing? I wanted to talk to you, but so all the fight scenes, you know, he's like, this is so you and me. It's like, yes, I know this is so you and me, because you know, when I was reading the thing, I said, shit, this is the way me and Mustafa, we have a disagreement, we argue sometimes. But yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, there's another topic that I wanted to discuss is there's this debate that is always going on, right? North versus South. Now that you see, it's pan-India now. Everything you see that is releasing in
I think we should
languages.
say Indian now.
Yeah, pan-Indian. Yeah.
not pan-Indian.
Just Indian. Yeah. That's about Indian cinema, right?
Yeah. But that's how it's always been.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be also. Do you ever feel that because you started off in the South, your I think the first movie was in Tamil, right? Yeah. But you also had a Telugu movie before that.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel that you might get stereotyped as, okay, she is doing Hindi movies, yes, but she is a South actor. There's no problem in it, but it's a stereotype that people have, that notion that people have, right?
Yeah, they do sometimes, and sometimes they say, oh, because it's a South Indian character, we want to cast you. And that's, you know, I hope that changes soon.
Right.
Because see, even though we are from South India, I think we can speak the language quite fluently.
Yes.
We are as good looking as anybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody else are. No matter, probably our skin type may not be as fair and sparkling white as the ladies here are, but I don't think that should be that should matter. But rightly, as I said, I think girls from the South or men from the South, everybody from the South know the language. They can speak it quite fluently. Albeit, yes, maybe grammar can go
a little here
and there, but I don't think that should matter as long as the point is.
Yeah, the emotions are being portrayed.
The emotions are being portrayed. The point is, you know, they've made the point. You know, worthy enough, noteworthy enough. I think that's more than enough.
Absolutely.
So I think now the thing of North and South should change, and we are always Indian actors, and that's how we should be.
Yeah, that is such an amazing answer. You know, just lastly, I want to ask you if you had to just tell our audience why they should go to the theaters and watch Maidan in just maybe 3 to 4 lines. What
Because
would you
this
say?
is a movie made for the theaters, and the theater, the scene has opened up with.
Yes.
It's opened. The theaters have opened its arms to the audiences to come and watch, enjoy with a popcorn, enjoy with nachos, enjoy with Coke and whatever
Yeah.
Coke, whatever soft drink you want to drink. But please do come and watch the film only in the theaters, because there are certain cinemas which have to be enjoyed only by watching it on a 70 screen.
Yeah.
You cannot. It's the difference. You can see a lot of difference when you watch it on a smaller screen,
Smaller
and by small screen I mean on your phone or on your iPad or on your television. It's completely different, because the surround sound, the effects, the
Yeah.
emotions, and you know all that. Some movies I still believe what needs to be experienced in a theater, only you can experience it there, and I think Maidan is definitely one of them.
Yeah, can't wait to watch it. I just have one last segment for you. I'm going to just give you some co-stars' name. The word that comes to your mind, you'll just have to say it. Okay, we're going to start off with Shah Rukh Khan. Only heart. Okay, Sudeep.
Sudeep, brilliant. I mean, he's a visionary,
Yeah,
because he knows, he thinks way ahead. You know, he's like, no, this movie, mujhe ye karna hai, I want to do this, I want to do this, and yeah, he's a visionary.
Yeah. I must tell you that people in Karnataka, in Bangalore especially, they're manifesting for a movie.
With me and Sudeep,
Yes.
oh, I would love to work
Please,
with Sudeep
like-
again. I mean, after Vishnuvardhana, I have not worked with him at
Yeah.
all. Though I keep meeting him on a social basis, sometimes on any events, or
Right.
if we happen to fly together, that's the only time I meet him. But yes, I would love to work with Sudeep
Yes,
again.
we're all manifesting for that.
Please manifest stronger.
Okay, Manoj Bajpayee.
Oh, brilliant.
Did you guys fight on
Exceptional.
sets also?
Huh?
Did you guys fight on the sets also, like the way you did? in the
No,
series?
not at all. Arey, no. He doesn't give a chance to. You can't even pick a topic for fight, because Manoj sir will take care of you so much. He'll make you eat, but he won't eat. You know, he's like, ye khao, ye khao, ye khao.
Yeah.
And he's so, no, he's not exceptional, he's very spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Yeah.
Brilliantly spontaneous, let me put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, Ajay Devgan.
Real.
Yami Gautam.
Not saying others aren't,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yami Gautam.
Perfectionist.
Ravi Teja.
Mass Maharaja, I love him. He's too good.
We all love him.
Too good.
Yeah. Nagarjuna.
Charming.
And the last one, Mohanlal sir.
Complete actor.
Absolutely. I agree with you on that. Yeah. Thank you so much. All the very best for Maidan. Can't wait to watch it in the theaters, and everything else that you're going to be doing in the future. All the very best.
Thank
for
you.
it. Thank you.